Hello everyone and welcome to SpartanGaming Plays Escape Simulator 2. Today we're doing Dracula's Castle and we're doing Crypt, which is the, I would say level is Dracula's Castle, stage is Crypt. This is a very good level. I did enjoy this one, just like Sweet Dreams. That's a very good level as well. And as per usual, we start upside down, captive for some bizarre reason. I don't know why I keep getting... Vlad keeps abducting me and tying me up, but not killing me. It's teasing me. It's very teasing me. So, the first thing we have to do is get the hell out of this situation and not break our necks as we fall. And to do that, we need to solve this puzzle in front of us. As you look around, there's a number 3 on the right hand side, on the left hand side, sorry. There's a number 2 here, which is like upside down. And number 1, I always forget where number 1 is. Oh, there it is. It's on the floor with a triangle with a circle in the middle. So what you need to do is you need to move this clock to indicate the symbols. So number 1 is a triangle and a circle. The outer ring has to be with the big hand, which has to be the triangle, and the smaller ring, or the smaller hand, sorry, needs to be on the circle. So it needs to be something like that. That's triangle on the outer, circle on the middle, on the inner. And then the second one is a semicircle. I always forget what the symbol's for. I don't know why. What's that about? So semicircle on the outside and the weird cross in the middle, which will be that. And then the third one is I don't know what that symbol is, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of a club with a raindrop. So club on the inside, on the outside, and a raindrop in the middle, which is this one. And then we break our necks. So we're obviously a vampire. So, you know. And then we get this weird crypt with Dracula's bloody coffin in. It's been staked. So, you know. Obviously, the person who staked him didn't realize where he would be lying. So they thought, just in case, let's stake it multiple times. I don't want to open that coffin because there's a vampire in there. So yeah, it did stake the shit out of him. Poor guy, trying to get some... He's knackered. He's not been sleeping well for the last 1,000 years. Anyway, poor Vlad. The first puzzle we're doing is this one here with these creepy bloody hands coming out of the darkness. If you notice, they are pointing towards certain things. So this one's pointing to a vase, meaning break the vase. But there's nothing in it. And you look at his finger; it's pointing towards this one. Maybe there's something in this one. Oh, and it moves. What did it give me? Give me a golden ball. Look at it; it wants it. There you go, mate. This one is pointing towards this chest. This one is pointing towards here. And it's still creepy. And we get this chest here. This, I still think that says Eternus. I don't know why. If that was an A, I would be chuckling even more than I am now. Sword, helmet, shield. And if you look around, we see a helmet down here. There's the sword in this guy's hand. Yoink. And a shield. Oh, it's on the wall, isn't it? It's here. And if you look at the letters, one of the letters will be turned upside down. So in the shield, it's the N. So we go down here. And we turn this to N. N for nailed. Then we look on the sword. And the sword has the R upside down. So, reeled, roared. And the helmet has the T turned upside down, so helmets. And we go to the bin. And we throw everything away. Gives us another golden ball of deliciousness. And drops us a key. Thank you very much. There's a puzzle piece right there. Look at it. That guy is... It looks like someone's put the apple in his head and just told him to stand still. That's that face. Face says it all. Journey to the castle depths. I don't know why anyone would want to come into the castle depths when there's a bloody vampire in here. What's wrong with you? The foul beast has trapped us. We can hear strange whispers in the dark. Is there no escape? A couple of days later, the chains are rattling, dancing with the howling winds. We are lost. It's not a big enough place to get lost, dude. March the 5th. There are strange markings listed on the scrolls. Is this some sort of ancient language? We've heard talks of some ancient artifact, the 𝘕𝘕𝘴𝘕. It is called. Maybe we could find it. Maybe its gaze can help us escape. We don't have the eyeball at the moment, so we'll ignore that for now. Puzzle piece right there. There's like this one. There's another one. There it is, behind the coffin. Because, you know, why not? Let's put it in the most weirdest places so that you get so you struggle finding it. It's like the game was. It's like whoever hid those tokens. It's not funny, man. So you basically on this puzzle, you move the guitar pick to basically fill in the symbol. You click it to move it up. If you look at the actual little dot, there's roads coming off like here, and there's one here. There's also one at the top. So basically, you're looking to and there's another one that coming next to it. So it's kind of simple in the fact that there's only one area in this whole board that will fit there. But it's finding it, which is it can't be that one. It kind of looks like it, but the bottom, but these on the bottom here don't fit. Let's have a look. Maybe something like one of these instead. Oh yeah, look, that one might fit. There you go. That kind of makes sense, that one does. And let's have a look at this one. There is a road there, and there's two at the top. Which is, oh, it's right there. Well, what was that was actually a winged. The fact that I got that straight away is very weird. So these keys, they are not here. And this weird gem goes in this pedestal place, and this is the eye that what did he call it? The 𝘕𝘕𝘴𝘕. So I don't need this anymore. Don't need the keys or the locks. This goes in here. So the 𝘕𝘕𝘴𝘕 is basically, it translates anything that's blue to symbols. This took me a while to understand, but it's quite a genius. When you get the solution in your head, you have that eureka moment, and you think, "Fuck, I'm good." You know, on the off days where you don't think you're good, getting this solution out was just like, it made my day. And it's like, so symbol is the shield is that symbol, the helmet is that one. And then yeah, you like that symbol means vampire. So the two orange slashes means two, and the half of like weird square lines on it means moon. And we've got the human symbol, which is the guy with his arms in the air. And it took me a while to realize what the green meant. on these symbols. So sword is the X, and again shield is the weird like diamond shape sort of thing. As you can see, that some of these have green symbols on them, and like if you look at the diamond, it's got a little knob in one of the points of the diamond. So that one's got at the bottom, that one's at the top, that one's got both either side. And then if you think logically, we know that there's 3 stars. So the X is obviously of the stars, and the 3 dashes is 3. The moon is the full square with the lines on, and the moon was half of one. And then you get to these ones, and it's like, well, the 4 dashes must mean 4. So we know that. The weird the weird triangle with a line on top must mean apple, because there's 4 apples. And then the diamond with the little pip on the bottom must mean underneath, and then the diamond with the line on the end is in that tree. So to me, this means 4 apples below the tree, if that makes sense. This one, apple above the human, which is exactly what it is. This one is key, which is the weird F upside down, or to the side. The key is between 2 humans. So you see, it kind of makes sense when you're in the images and stuff. It took me a while to realize what the stupid green triangle meant. But yeah, and here we go. This one. So this is the human is between 2 vampires. See? And the V obviously means a boat is above the water, which is the W's. See, and it makes these little makes sense. And there's 2 moons for some reason. Yeah, and anyway, that all that is basically so you can solve this puzzle. And as I say, so the top one will be human to the left of the sword, shield to the left of the human below the helmet, and the tree below the sun. There you go. And so that is basically what the solution is for this puzzle. And yeah, I really did like this puzzle. One of like finding the solution, it was just like a eureka moment. I just felt like, damn, yeah, I'm good. I enjoyed it very much. So as I said, the tree needs to be below the sun, which is exactly what it is. There's the sun, there's a tree, so sun above it. We know that the humans have to be to the left of the sword, so human to the left of the sword. And we know that the humans have to be below the helmet, so this helmet can't be above humans. So it has to be like that. And then this one should be here. Hopefully, hopefully that made more sense. And as you probably know, I'm not the best when it comes to explaining things. My brain works in a very weird ways. I don't need that anymore. I always struggle explaining puzzles, even though the solution and the simplicity of it is in my head, but getting it out of my stupid face is yeah, it's difficult. So this one's, it's space to get your inventory open, and it's space to look at shit. So here we go. This one is more difficult, but again, it's the same logic. We know that this says apple below the trees. That one's the symbol for the key, so the key is between 2 apples. This symbol is the moon, so the moon is between 1, 2, 5 stars, and the vampire has to be above the human. And then you got to put all that into place. So we'll start at the top. Apple below the tree. There's 2 apples, and there's 2 trees. So we know that apple needs to be there. And then the one underneath it has to be, the key has to be between 2 apples. So the key needs to be this one. needs to be like that. That's the only solution where this would work, because of the rules that you have to follow. And we know that the trees have to be above the apples, and 2 apples have to be surrounding the key. So that's those ones done. That's all fine. And then we also know that the vampires has to be above the humans. So there's one human and vampire, and then there's also the human and vampire here. And then the other one is the moon between 5 stars. This one, for some reason, doesn't count. I think it's because the human's blocking it. 5 stars is, there's 3 there and there's 2, and then the moon should be there. So that's human. That's the moon between 5 stars. And then I think that has to be like that. There we go. I really do. I really like the puzzle. Like I said, I was very happy when I solved it. It's yeah. It was daunting at first, but like, I guess that's what it kind of feels like when you discover the Rosetta Stone and everyone's like, "Holy shit, we can translate the ancient Egyptian!" You know, it's one of those moments. It's exactly like that. Let's pick them up. We need the old skull. Throw that in the bin. Okay, so this is the next one we'll solve. So as you can see, this incense is going. It's been sucked into that hole. The incense kind of like locks into a place, so it can only go certain places. It locks in specifically into certain places. So, and as you can see from this cylinder, which symbol is it? It's the one with the devil-looking thing, which is this one. So basically, you just follow where the gas is coming out, or the incense, and if you look around, here we go, it's coming from there. So it's the devil horns goes into the weird snake. So that needs to be that one. And then this one is the circle with the star in the middle. That's coming out of the one with the handprint, which is that one. And we also want to go the hourglass. It's coming out of the double moons, which is exactly where it is. So that must mean, logically, there's only one place for this to go, and the eye has to be through the double hourglass. But we can actually find the double hourglass as the eye, and then we'll just look around until we find it, which is right there. See, again, it's not a difficult puzzle. It's quite cool actually, and you get a steak. Yeah, it's a very cool puzzle. It's logical, and it doesn't require you too much brain power. Now that's the perfect puzzle for me. We'll do this one next. This is another quite easy one. These turn the symbols up here. You just have to turn them to the look correct. And as you can see, the centers, or the middle ones, has a little gap that you can put this into. So what you need to do is you need to turn it so you can lock it into place. Like that. Yeah, like that. And then you turn this until it hits the center, which will be... Oh, do I need to do that now, or can I do this? No, I think I do need to actually do that. I always forget if I need to do the big ring or the small ring first. Locking this in place means that you can only move the outer ring. And you want the outer ring to match up with the smaller ring, so I need to do this a few times. There you go. And then when I see, oh, that already linked up nicely. That's nice. So if I do, oh, I went past it, bastard. Is that 1 or 2? That's 2. So it's a quarter little turn. Right, and then we need to link up the shield. So you want the outer ring to match the inner ring, so it needs to be another one. And then when we move this now, it'll move all of them. So it's... There we go. Again, like, at first glance, it looked difficult for me. Because I hate games where it has those stupid rotating puzzles where you move one ring and it moves like 6 others. I hate them. That's why I looked at this and I thought, oh god, I'm gonna be here for 20 years. But no, it was nice. We need to open the bag up. So we've been picking up stakes, which we need to obviously drive into these holes, which are represented on the old coffin here. And these skulls, they go into these slots. You just have to find which one goes where. So Thomas the Unbreathing is obviously that because he has no nose. It's kind of like Voldemort. This obviously is a Cyclops because of reasons. Gregory. This is the wrong player. So this is Boris the Steel-Boned. It's like, his name should have been Logan. That would have been cooler. There's also this bell puzzle, which is a pain in the arse because it's really loud. It's loud and obnoxious. And then this one here is one where I actually had... The first time I ever used a hint was with this puzzle. And the hint didn't even help. This puzzle, it makes zero sense to me when I did it. I was like, what the fuck does it want me to do? Yeah. So, this dude here, look at that angry face. That is the face of somebody who really needs to get a bloody wife. Or a boyfriend. Look at him. He's so angry. Just have a wank, mate. It helps a lot of people out. Look, it's this dude. Look at him. He's even got red eyes. Ugly bastard. But yeah, that's the same statue anyway. We'll do the obnoxious bells first. They have to be in order. Everyone must speak. The ancestors shall speak first. Should the descendants defy this sacred rule, they will awaken the wrath of their elders. This is really loud. I apologize in advance. Yeah, and that's what happens when you get it wrong. It's like, it probably won't be as loud because I'll probably drop the volume down, but to me, it's like the ringing in my bloody head, and it's awful. Yeah. I really detest that puzzle. We're missing Karl Sharptooth and Count Dracula. Well, we know where Count's going to be. Someone's already staked his ass. And the only puzzle left is this one. So, when you hold this statue, you make a beam of light. And what you need to do is you need to direct this beam all the way over to here. Yeah. And that's basically it. Every time you touch the statue, it resets as well. So you have to, like, it's kind of like that. And if you look, you probably, yeah, say, look, I'm just slightly off, which is a pain in the arse. Or you'll get it down here and you need to move it just a tiny bit to the left. So you'll have to, like, recreate it. I missed it again. Yeah, look. I'm near enough. Needs to be a tiny bit over. There we go. That took me forever to do. I just didn't understand what the game wanted me to do. It kind of is. It's kind of obvious, I guess, but not really. But yeah, I really like. I went from really liking like the figuring out the language thing to this piece of crap. What did I just do? Oh yeah. So we need to give the good old Dracula boy a good old staking. So it's looks like it's that one, and that one. Yep, he's definitely dead. It's weird that he left a skeleton behind. Normally when you see vampires being staked, they just dissolve into dust. But he left a perfectly good skeleton. I love how his skull has his canines are vampired. That's badass. That's such a nice little touch, a little attention to detail. He has a big fucking teeth. There's also a piece of a puzzle in here. There it is. But yeah, and I can put that in the bin now. So, old Sharpie Tooth's here, which for some reason he has teeth like Killer Croc, goes in Carl Sharp Tooth, and then Dracula goes there. And there we go. Oh great, it's pissed off ugly man who needs a shag. There you go. And then I'll, yeah, then there was this here as well, which I completely forgot about. Didn't even need it. It's strange. There's a notable draft between the floors and ceiling vents. Gotta have that egg circulating, or you'll suffocate. But yeah, and that's the end of this Count Dracula's castle. So hold on, if Vlad's dead, who's kidnapped us? Well, I mean, we kind of broke into his house, but we didn't kill him. Somebody else did a long time before we even got here. So who's been tying us up, hanging us upside down, and trying to feed us disgusting blood meals? Yeah, so you gotta ask these questions. You probably won't think about it at first, but that's gonna be in my mind for a while. Maybe one of his beautiful wives. But yeah, we'll end it here for now, peeps. I'll do the tokens next, and yeah, and then that'll be it for this one. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, peeps, and yeah, have a lovely day. Stay frosty and all that, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye for now.